And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Oh my God. The United States is insolvent, bankrupt. The Treasury reviewed 2025. The United States Treasury looked at 2025, all the paperwork in the United States. We brought in $6 trillion. We spent $47 trillion. It's not looking good at all, everybody. Almost as if maybe a black swan's ready to happen, huh? Hot damn. It's coming, everybody. It's all getting laid out there. We got wars going on. The United States is going bankrupt. Everything's ready to bust. Remember, we got to have a black swan. We all been waiting for this. It's going to get scary. We might not have oil for a week. I have no idea. But this is what you signed up for. We've been waiting for this. I told you it's going to get bad. Things right now are bad. I think they're going to go from bad to fucked up to like really good, but in a short term. There's going to be some short-term pain, everybody, for this transition. We have to get rid of the old system. It's not going to be this nice, gentle little transition. No, it's going to get bad. It has to. We have to get up. There's got to be a hack. So I'm just letting you know, the $500 people, we've been talking. I have now would actually be a good time. I'm running a special on aisle 6. 3 months, $500, and I've got a plan where you should be able to make 50 to 100K. I've talked to the $500 people, and they're like, "Yeah, that's legit." I came to feel the pain, says Michael Gilbert. Airborne Ranger veterans. Chris Sharpie ordered 5 months worth of 25-year shelf life. Okay, Chris, you're gonna be eating for a while. Yeah, you're gonna be saving money on going out to eat. Here's the deal: brush those teeth, those white teeth, before class. I just watched White Teeth. I lasted 7 seconds. Too polished to be true. Oh my God. Got beans and rice. Elijah Rain says he's got his beans and rice lined up. We're going to talk about this. We are at a time right now. There are so many news articles. I'm telling you what, the institutions are like totally here. You've got the New York Stock Exchange hooked up. I'm telling you what, there's so much going on with crypto. Let me tell you something. The dummies that only watch my show 10 minutes, they're going to get wrecked. They're going to miss out on something glorious. The reason I don't do 2 shows, I can't do 2 shows because I'm on the phone with $500 people every day, like 8 of them. And they're all different people. And we're going over what they're going to do to make that $50,000 to $100,000. And then they're getting ready. We're talking about possibilities of things that could happen. But wait a second. Rob E. I just talked to like Rob E last night. We were talking. White Teeth XRP price prediction, March 24th, $1 million. Are you serious? I know he didn't say that. That's ridiculous. Come on, man. 46 JDMA. It's got to be something with meth with this guy. Meth, relax for proper evacuation. I got crypto constipation. Oh my God, this guy is way too much. Chris Sharp's got 20 gallons of water. I got about that much in the garage, yeah. I got like 5 20-gallon, whatever those big things are. I got about 5 of them. Now, what I do is I use them to slowly fill up my cold plunge. And then I just order more water as they go. So I'm constant. It's not the same water sitting in there for like ever, but that's what I do. I use that water. Let us get started here. Cheaty Lee is here. Let's go. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about financial advice. Don't buy anything I tell you. Don't sell anything. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about financial advice. My job here is to get you financially destroyed. That's what I'm here for. Class in session right now. So now, oh man, now is the time. If you've ever wanted to get like a master plan put together, we've got a pump coming. We haven't had a pump in like 8 years. Something's getting set up. I don't know what. And things could just dump. Okay. We got a war going on that's epic. Like this. But I'm going to tell you what, I don't want to get all preachy because I'm not a preacher. But this is like of biblical proportions. Like what we're talking about, what we're dealing with now, like we're getting close to something happening. And now is the time to have a very, very good plan to prepare. I don't do the predicting game. I prepare just in case. The $500 people, it's all just in case this happens. Let's do this so that then we can, okay? I don't know if certain things are going to happen, but I'll discuss that with you. And we'll talk about this could happen or that. And all these things are totally reasonable that could happen. Then what I'll do is help you get in the right position to be ready just in case. Now, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But if it does, oh man, you're looking at 50 to 100K. All right, enough of that. I don't like talking about that stuff. But it's facts are facts. Let's go. Where's the I want to find the Treasury. Oh God, here we go. Here's the article right here, everybody. It's kind of not good, but it's bad. It's going to go from bad to good, okay? It might go from bad to fucked up to good. That's how I think it's going to go. Bad, then it's going to get fucked up, and then it's going to get good. I'll explain it some other time. The Treasury of the United States just declared the United States insolvent. The media missed it. The media doesn't want you to get prepared for this. I want you to get prepared. I'm going to show you. We will talk, you and me and you, you and me and you. We will discuss what I think is going to happen and how I'm going to take full advantage of this, and it's going to be glorious, okay? The media doesn't want you to know. They don't want you to be prepared. They want all this bam just to happen, and you're going to get caught like a deer in the headlights before impact. We will discuss what I think the bad shit that's going to happen will be. We'll discuss how you can be prepared for it and then take advantage of it financially. All right. The United States government, this is Yahoo Finance, by the way. The United States government is insolvent. That's bankrupt. This is about to get real, everybody. I'm kind of nervous. So now I'm just being open all these years. I told you before I wasn't nervous. Okay. Now, like earlier, like a couple months ago, you heard me say I'm getting concerned. Okay. Now Crypto Hulk's officially nervous. That's my thermometer. I'm reading this right here, and I'm not going to do a deep dive. I know this is true. I think everybody knows this shit's true. The United States government is bankrupt. That's not a hyperbole. It's the conclusion drawn from the Treasury Department of the United States of America. The Treasury Department's own consolidated financial statements for the fiscal year 2025. They looked at 2025, studied everything, and they just released last week to near total media silence. The media never went over this at all. Republican, Democrat, nobody. This is not even a thing. See what's going on is you got this war stuff and all these social issues and people protesting around the world and all that. No one even heard this article. The United States is bankrupt. The reason people don't hear that is because they know they got to get into the right cryptos. They would know this. They would panic buy gold and shit and the dollar. Look, I'm just telling you. My channel, I focus on certain things. I look at big problems and then I'm like, oh shit, let's prepare for them just in case so that we can take advantage of it and make a lot of money. That's what I do, okay? I'm not just reading this to read it. I've got a plan to get you out of some fucked up shit. That's what I do. The number is $6 trillion in assets. The United States has $6 trillion in assets against $47 trillion in debt. Oh my God. We've only got, let's say you have $6 trillion in the bank. Yeah, but you now owe 47 trillion. Oh man, not good. Do you see a reset coming, everybody? There's a lot of other things I'm not going to get into right now, but there are ways to prepare for this, to take advantage and make a lot of money off this, okay? Importantly, the 47 trillion in reported liabilities does not include the unfunded programs like Social Security, Medicare. They are disclosed separately in the off-balance sheet. Oh, man, they might be cutting people's Social Security off and stuff, and Medicare. Oh, God. Oh, man. Total liabilities are now 8 times the value of your assets. For every $1 you make, let's say this. For every $1 you make at work, your bills are now $8. You make another dollar, you owe $8. That's kind of crazy. Or whatever your paycheck is, let's say you make $50,000 a year, you owe $400,000 for that year. Like, what? How are you going to get out of that one? It's not looking good, people. The United States is bankrupt, okay? The off-balance sheet picture is even more alarming. The 75-year unfunded social insurance obligation surged $10 trillion in a single year, rising from 78 trillion to 88 trillion. Oh, God, this Medicare shit and all. I'm telling you what, we can't afford to have all these. It's all bad, everybody. Like, we are bankrupt because we've got Democrats and Republicans and everybody in office not giving a fuck about us. Does that make sense? They don't give a shit. Hey, my Democrat friends, our government has sold us out. All these years, they don't. All they care about is getting reelected. They're not trying to fix issues. The Republicans are kissing up to all whoever these people are, defense contractors or whatever, so they can get billions of dollars. The Democrats are kissing up to all the illegals or whatever they're doing with that. Both sides are selling us out. You and me, we end up being the brokies. How does Nancy Pelosi be worth $170 million? She only makes like $200,000 a year. That's not a lot of money. How the fuck is she worth $170 million? Why is Gavin Newsom? Why are all these Republican people so rich, and the Democrats so rich in government, and then the Somali daycare shit? How's that Ilmar Ohan or whatever her fucking name is? How does she end up being worth like 20, 30 million already? Like a few years ago, she's broke or whatever. She makes $75,000 a year. Now she's got like $30 million. Then, okay, let me ask a question. If you got all these Republicans and all these Democrats, they enter Congress poor, like what's her face, Ocasio-Cortez or whatever, they end up poor and they end up worth like 20, 30, 50 million. They must know how to make a lot of money, right? That's brilliant, fucking brilliant when they do that. Now, how are we so broke as a country? We got all these smart people in government who know how to make all this money, but why are we bankrupt? Why is the United States bankrupt? And you and me are all brokies and stuff, but they're all rich. Shouldn't our country be rich? All these smart people coming in poor, coming out with $100 million, Barack Obama and shit, and the president, George Bush, whatever it is. I don't care. I'm talking both sides. I just want to let you know this. The United States is broke. Wow. Congress has clearly lost control of the nation's finance. America is facing a financial catastrophe, everybody. I'm nervous. I'm just letting you know. Crypto Hulk is nervous. Officially nervous. Not concerned. That was 2-3 months ago. I was concerned. Now I'm officially nervous. Something is being set up, everybody. I want you to see what's going on. They says bills that could. There are bills in Congress. I want to show you this right here. We're almost done. Addressing this crisis, we have 2 bills in Congress that this article says could fix it. One, force a public reckoning with the facts, the trade-offs, and the hard choices that restoring physical health requires. So the Congress would have to talk to the American people and let them know exactly where we're at. Number 2, should call an Article 5 convention limited to proposing. So they need to have an Article 5 of the Constitution. They need to have a meeting proposing a fiscal responsibility amendment to the Constitution. Modeled on Switzerland's. So Switzerland had something called a debt brake. Like you hit the brakes on the car, a debt brake. Such an amendment would mandate a balanced budget over the business cycle and prohibit federal spending from growing faster than the United States economy. You know, I agree. We need that. We need the Congress. Our government needs to tell us we are completely broken. And see, here's the thing. Wow, this is crazy. Okay. Our whole government way of doing things is based on hiding stuff from the people, taxing the fuck out of us. You and me, life gets harder. For people in Congress, they get richer because they take all the bribes and stuff. Both sides. This is what's happening. Now, you and me know the solution. You and me know what's going to happen. There's going to be a crash. There's going to be a burn, and there's going to be ashes. And then out of that rises the Dragon Phoenix. We all know it as cryptocurrency. But there's another problem. These people are going to keep doing the same shit. So we can solve this problem now with crypto. They're still going to be blowing the money. They're still going to be selling the Democrats and Republicans out. We won't end the problem. We're just going to change the game a little bit, but the players are still the same. So eventually that game starts off fun, but it ends up fucked up as well. So that is what we got going on. This is what's happening. Hulk's new favorite word is brokey. Someone who watches this program, they say, Hulk, you got me saying now, that's not a big deal. So I guess things that I say, people listen to it and it kind of just starts clicking. And they notice they're saying that too to their kids or something, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not a big deal. We only owe $5,000 for that. That's not even a big deal at all. I'll just go print some money or something. Don't even worry. Mr. OG says, cyber pandemic, the collapse of everything. Bank, hospital, airport, seaport, electricity, everything will go under, then rise the phoenix. Faux show? Yeah, I think when I go faux show. I learned that when I was working with little juvenile inmates, juvenile kids in juvenile hall. It would be like, faux show. Or they'd write letters to their girlfriends, and I'd read some of their letters or something, and that was a good job. I like doing that work, really, because I could really help some of these kids that were in trouble. I worked with adults too, but the kids, some of them were like really bad, but it was rewarding work when I could see them, when I could help them look at life differently. I love that kind of, that's why I did so well. I loved going to that job. It was fun. And it would be tough. I'd have to yell and scream and threaten to beat the fuck out of some of them, these kids. I think but in the end, they kind of knew that I was on their side, but they hated me, but they liked my, willingness to help them, or I don't know. It's kind of a weird relationship, but it was one of the best jobs I ever had. Rob E's like, I understand it's early in the morning, but hearing bad news, I think I need a drink. Oh my gosh, how funny. All right, let's go. So that's the Treasury. America is bankrupt. That is just absolutely brilliant. Now, the Clarities Act has come. Now we start talking about the Clarities Act. We all know where this is going. The crypto and stuff's going to save our ass, but what's going to happen is there's got to be a crash. The Democrats are holding out on crypto. All this is planned. Because what we have to do is crash the system. If the Democrats voted yes on this crypto, some people will be like, well, why do we need crypto? Everything works right now. Yeah, it does. But so that's why we have to crash the system. And it works right now. Yeah, it does. But it's not going to last for long because there's going to be hacks. And hacks are going to take down something very important. Maybe multiple hacks are going to take down certain areas. The government's going to have an emergency meeting at night. They're going to authorize crypto to save things. The president's going to get on TV, give a little speech about how the Democrats and Republicans work together. We came up with a solution to solve the national security crisis. That's how all this is going down. Just letting you know, national security crisis. We've had a plan to run on blockchain technology, everybody. Everything's going to be okay. We're the government, and we're here to help you, okay? That's how this gets rolled out. And everything will do a flippening, and then we all end up rich. That's how this goes. Something kind of like that. I haven't watched the movie yet. The Clarities Act update. Negotiations draw crypto and banking lobbyists. So what's going on with crypto? You got the government trying to take control over it. If the Democrats were in office, then they'd try to control all the crypto. Then you got the banks trying to control the crypto. Wall Street trying to control the crypto. And you and me want to get control of the crypto. That's four. We got four people fighting over all this right here. It's a grudge match, WWF style, okay? Crypto industry leaders are meeting with the Senate Banking Committee today with bank representatives following tomorrow to review the stablecoin yield compromise that unblocked the Clarity Act last week. So it's getting unblocked. They're now working on this, but I wouldn't think they're going to fix anything. I think it's all just drama. Eleanor Terrett reported Monday afternoon that crypto industry leaders are meeting with the Senate Banking Committee today with bank representatives scheduled to follow on Tuesday to review the product of the compromise reached last week. Details. So here we go. Details of the agreement are under wraps. Everybody, this is all quiet. Okay, they don't want us to know. As FinTech Weekly reported, Tills and Ashbrook confirmed an agreement in principle. So they have verbally agreed to agree on stablecoin yield. It's all about us making money. See, I told you already. We went over the institutions. The institutions are getting into crypto and they're going to have yield. You and me get into crypto. Oh, it's bad for investor protection. The institutions can earn stablecoin yield or crypto yield, whatever it is. They can earn yield, but you and me, the brokies, we can't have yield. It's bad for the banking system. And then it'll be bad for us. And plus, we don't have investor protection, so we can't make yield. That's how I'm looking at this deal going down right now. You think these corporations are going to let you make billions and billions? No. I already know how this goes down. This is all, we get fucked over. That's what happens here. As a way to protect innovation while preventing the deposit flight. What the banks are saying is this. If the stablecoin passes, it's going to hurt the banking system because there's going to be no money in the banks. Well, I have an idea. Now, I'm not an economist. I'm not a genius. How about this? Now, let's just do this. And I agree partly with the banks. If stablecoins want to give a yield, then they've got to start acting like banks, okay? So if the money that the banks has is federally insured or whatever it is, so does a stable coin. If the banks have to be inspected a certain way, so the stable coin should as well. That way, if the stable coins want to do yield or whatever it is, then they need to get a banking license and spend all this money to try to get equal to then that would make it to where the stable coin wouldn't pay out as much. Now on the bank's end, banks, you're going to have to pay us way more money for interest. Come on now. So the bank's got to budge by giving there needs to be like a minimum APR that the banks will pay us and a maximum, let's do this, a maximum APR that a stable coin can pay. So the banks and the stable coins have to get together and say, hey, what about 5% a year? See, the banks are trying to pay us like 0.25% per year. Come on, banks, step it up. You're going to have to see the banks are going to have to give up some money here. That's what's going on. And I don't know how all this goes down, but the banks, since they bribe all the Congress people, I think we're going to probably be the ones losing in this deal. That's just, I hope it doesn't happen like that. But that's what we got. The banks argued that yield-bearing stable coins would cause like deposit flights. All the people's money in the banks would just flee and go straight into stable coins. Well, then what can the banks do? Increase the amount of interest they pay us. That could be a start, right? Common sense. I'm no genius here, not an economist. But I think that if the banks are holding our money, why aren't we earning interest? Why do they get to earn all the interest? Well, because then the banks will say, because then we give you loans. Yeah, that we pay for. We pay for those fucking loans with interest, right? Right. So now we're paying twice. The bank's like, oh, we can't pay all this interest because we give you guys loans. So they use our money and they make interest and then they give us a loan, then they charge us. What? We're already paying to get a loan. This whole thing is a total scam. I'm just letting you know. I don't know. This is a pretty good criminal outfit we got going on in America. And I'll tell you what, the Muslim belief about the sukuk and all that stuff, they got it right. The criminal shit that's going on in America, Now, I'm not Muslim, and I'm not sticking up for any Muslim beliefs or nothing like that. I'm just saying, from what I understand, which is very, very, very tiny about the Muslim religion, usury, which is usury is when you're paying yield or whatever, when you're lending money to people and all that, you shouldn't rip them off. And that's what the United States does, is allows banks to rip people off. And the Muslim countries, it's got to be fair. And I don't understand how they all do it over there. I'm not a cleric, but I'm somewhat familiar that their financial banking system doesn't allow for people to get raped like this in America financially. Now, it might be other ways in those countries, I don't know, but at least financially, they have a certain way of lending money, and it's nothing like America. So with that, we will see what happens with this Clarities Act. We don't have answers yet. I just thought I'd give you like a little update on it. Now, this could, like, remember, it's all secret what they're doing. They could just come out all of a sudden and have clarity. That would cause a pump. And if you're positioned correctly, you could make a lot of money from this, okay? And you and me can discuss that and figure out how that'll be. Let me check the comment section here real quick. Okay, usury originally was any interest on a loan. Now it is considered any excessive interest. That's what I'm talking about, being excessive. You know, that's stealing from people. Let me read these comments here. There'll be loans on crypto. I want the free toaster. Okay, we're halfway done with the show, and that's for show. Where is... let me read what Grok says about this whole Clarities Act thing. Okay, so they unlocked there was a problem with the Clarities Act, and they agreed verbally to fix something about the loan, the yield. And I have a belief they're just going to probably just rip us off. That's what they're going to do. Like, we can earn points. Like, you know how you got credit cards and you get airline miles and shit? I think that's how it's going to be. Non-transferable. They'll make it as bad as possible. You're going to get points of all different kinds, maybe with a stable coin, but it'll be non-transferable. They'll make it like maybe 1 year expiration and shit, so you can't rack it up. And, you know, I would be very shocked if we were able to make interest. Extremely shocked. But I'll tell you what, down the road, we've got other ways to make money. I could discuss those. We're not even there yet. So let's just try to get past this, and then we'll talk about plan B and plan C stuff. But be prepared. I am all set up, ready to go. In case this thing goes good, I'm all set up. After years of crypto market structure debate. Look, we've had Bitcoin around since 2009. Have you ever seen, I want you to see the bullshit meter. It's right here. Sometimes it goes off. ULLSHIT. That's bullshit. So what we had is crypto has been in the United States and in the world since 2009. What is that, 17 years? Do you notice we don't have crypto laws? Can you think of anything? Can you think of anything in the United States that's been around, being used by millions of people or whatever for 17 years and we don't have laws on it, that is like unheard of. You can't even do anything because there's a law. You can't do this, can't do that, can't do this, da 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 da. They got laws on laws, taxes and laws. I'm just asking a simple question. I don't have the answer. How is it we've had crypto for 17 years in the United States and people are buying shit with it, whatever, and there's no crypto laws? There's no definitions on what this stuff is. I've been telling you this for 6 years, making my program. In the United States Code, there's nothing in the United States Code. I keep talking about that for 6 years. Codified law, nothing in there. How is that? 17, are you serious? Like, we got laws about everything. You can't stay up too late. You can't make noise. You can't sell tacos along the street. I mean, all these kinds of things. Crypto, why does it have to be tacos? I don't know. But like, you see, why don't we have crypto laws? There's a reason. That's why I set off the bullshit meter. There's a reason for all this. One of those reasons would be the United States government. Oh, here we go. Crypto Hulk's on one. The United States government is involved with all this crypto. Is the United States now, who's in charge of the banking system in the United States? The Federal Reserve. That's correct. And they are a private company. Wait a second here. So that's also some bullshit right there. Okay, so in the United States, the Federal Reserve controls our money. Yeah. But that's a private company. Yeah. But it controls the United States money? Yes. What? I'm telling you. So the government, the United States government doesn't control the banking system. A private organization does. Yeah. So if we were communist or socialist, the government would control the banking system and all that, right? Yeah. So that's why, you see, all this crypto is all started by the government. That's really not allowed. The way we have it, the Federal Reserve has it all. They've been running shit for like 100 years or something, right? Hey, I don't understand why all this is happening. I'm just showing you all this is for a reason. Like, I can't understand all these things, but that's why I got into crypto, because I know something's going on that I can't see or understand, and it does not make sense to me. That's why I buy crypto. Let's go to the next article. Blackrock. Now, here is the solution. I'm going to show you what the solution is right here. We talked about what is the problem? America's bankrupt. Why? Because the government officials have sold us out on both sides. I think we can all agree on that. Doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican. We agree on that. Now, Blackrock, the richest company in the world, let me show you what the solution is. Now, he doesn't come out and tell us, but we all know Blackrock is betting billions that tokenized funds will do for Wall Street what the internet did to mail. In his annual letter, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink argues that digital wallets, everybody, here we come. Digital wallets and tokenized assets. That's the solution, everybody. This is it right here. It's coming in under the radar. You can't see it unless you watch Crypto Hulk Show. The biggest organization in the world, the biggest investment company in the entire world, tells us the answer to our problem is digital wallets and tokenized assets. That's crypto, everybody. What is he telling us the solution is? Crypto and wallets. Oh, shoot. It's right here. Know what he's saying? It could, crypto and wallets, they go together. That's how it's going to be. They modernize markets and expand investor access. Oh my God, everybody. It's all right here. BlackRock, Larry Fink, used his annual shareholder letter to argue that tokenization and digital assets could modernize the financial system. Well, there we go. Congratulations, everybody. We are seeing this now rolling out as this will be the solution right here. Tokenization and digital assets could, let's change that to will. You and me already know. Tokenization and digital assets will modernize the financial system while warning that United States capitalism is failing too many workers. We've got to save. Are you seeing this? It's all getting set up like a volleyball game. This person shoots the ball over them, they shoot it to them, and then I come in with a spike, and then bam, I slam it, okay? We have to save capitalism, everybody. That is going to be the push. The president will have an emergency meeting. It'll notify, we're going to have a State of the Union address and all the drama, except all the Hollywood actors. They're all Democrat communists. They'll be in Hollywood. They're chasing after all these Somali daycare center children. Warning that, well, there's no children in the daycare. That's the oxymoron about it. But U.S. capitalism is failing too many workers. Fink said recording asset ownership and on digital ledgers and using regulated digital wallets. Everybody, they're telling you, oh my God, they're showing you right now, we've got to save capitalism because U.S. capitalism is failing. That's right here. I'm showing you what is being set up right here. When I saw this article, what I wanted to do was start off by showing you that the United States is bankrupt, what's going on with the Clarities Act, how they're trying to get it through. And then at the end, to wrap up the show, I'm showing you how the world's biggest financial institution, Blackrock, is going to show us that the United States capitalism is failing and we need crypto and crypto wallets to fix it. Are you seeing this little picture getting painted? Like if I was an artist, I'm painting the picture right now. I'm literally showing you. I'm showing you. Fink said, recording asset ownership, crypto, putting crypto on digital ledgers, showing who bought what, and using regulated digital wallets. Are you hearing me? It's not just having a wallet. It's a regulated, the government's going to know. Oh, yes, they are. I'm literally showing you right now how all this stuff is going to happen. Regulated digital wallets could make issuing, trading, and accessing crypto faster, cheaper, and more widely available. Oh, man, crypto, this is looking like, this is going to save us. Crypto will save capitalism. That's the theme of this program. We'll be right back. We'll be right back in 2 minutes, 2 seconds. He framed tokenization. Larry Fink framed tokenization. Crypto. For people that don't believe in crypto, just keep watching. Let it pass you right by. Let all this money pass you right by. Then all of a sudden, when crypto's skyrocketing in prices, you'll be like, oh shit, I need to go to Costco. Hold on. I need to go to Costco and hold up my sign. We'll suck dick for XRP. That's what you're going to do. Because you just missed out on all this good stuff. Crypto Hulk got a plan for you. I'm talking to you guys each day. We're making a plan, and nobody's complaining. Everybody fucking loves the little plans we come up with. Each person's plan's a little different. Larry Fink framed tokenization as part of a broader effort to address inequality. Oh, we're going to solve all of our social problems with crypto. That's how you get the Democrats in. This is brilliant. I hope you're watching. The Democrats are all about, investor protection. We got to level the playing field. Look what Larry's doing. Larry, good job. You're going to get these Democrats to vote yes. Larry Fink says crypto will address inequality and strained public finances. Everybody's broke. The government's broke. Larry says that crypto will help inequality and strained public finances, noting that BlackRock's growing digital asset business and calling for clear rules on investor protection. Oh, right here, the Democrats are going to love this. See what they're doing? They're getting the Democrats to lure them in. Come here. Woo! We're going to address inequality. We're going to handle strained public finance. Woohoo! We're going to have clear rules on investor protections, Democrats. Let me tickle your ears. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Stop it, Crypto Hawk. That's what's going on right here. They're getting it all set up so the Democrats have to agree. I'm showing you. This is code. If you can read in code, this is what it is. These Democrats are like, yeah, we need to address inequalities and we need to have clear rules on investor protections. Yeah, Larry, I'm signing up for that. Sign me up. You've tickled my ears good enough. Okay, this is pretty obvious, everybody, how this shit's going down. I can see it right now. I don't know when, but I can see it all getting set up like volleyball. They're setting it up for the spike. I can see it right here. And that's why I wanted to show you this. I knew this article right when I saw it. I'm like, bam, that's going on the show. And that's for show. Fink said the current system has delivered most of its gains to people who already own assets. They're showing you, oh my God, I love this. Larry is setting it up to where crypto is going to help poor people and the inequality and all the investor protection shit, all the stuff the Democrats love to hear. It's tickling their ears. Woo-hoo, my ears are being tickled. Larry Fink says the current monetary, this is why we've got to get rid of the old system. This is perfect. I love it. Larry, keep going. Preach it. The current system has delivered most of its gains to who? The rich people. That's why we got to get out of the current system and get into this new system, because people who already own assets, rich people, that's who like the old system. But if you want to help the poor, let's go with the crypto. See how this is going? He's painting the old system as bad, oppressive, inequality, hurts poor people, no investor protection, and we move into the crypto system that will help us have money and have clear rules so we can't have bad rich people controlling everything. That's a sales pitch. Oh my God, that's how it's going down. Larry Fink said, many workers, many poor people have been shut out of the market growth of the past system. Oh, everybody, he's painting a new picture and everybody's going to want to buy it. Larry Fink tied that imbalance to a wider problem in the United States where rising inequality, high government debt, this is the old system. He's painting a picture. The old system is a bad hooker, okay? We've got rising inequality, rich people running everything, no clear rules for investor protection, high government debt, weak participation in capital markets, meaning poor people can't get into the capital markets. They're shut out. And we've just got to get rid of this old system. That's what he's saying. Capitalism is working, he says, just not enough for people. Just not for enough people. Are you seeing what he's doing here? We've got Larry Fink is painting a picture. I'll buy it. It sounds good to me. Bring it, Larry. Bring it, bro. Bring it, bro. Guess what Larry says? His proposed fix. Larry, how are we going to fix this? His proposed fix centered on tokenization. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait, I just grew about 8 inches in my pantalones del sur. Listen what he's saying. He proposed to fix. And what does that fix? It centers on crypto and digital distribution. Oh, no, he says tokenization. That's crypto. He says tokenization will fix this when you take real world objects, everybody, and put them into crypto form. That's the solution. And then you need a digital distribution of that. You need to take a real world object, put it into a crypto form, and then have a digital distribution. You've got to get that to people. How does that work? On a crypto wallet on your phone. Oh, shit, that's brilliant, Crypto Hulk. I'm just showing you right here. It's all being laid out by the world's biggest investment company. I'm showing you right now how this will go down. He's already telling everybody how it's going to happen. This, when you tokenize things and you have a digital distribution, a way to get it to people, you got to get it to people. You will expand access to investing. That means even the poor, you will level the playing field. You will expand access to investing, expanding access to investing. Remember how the Democrats like poor people can't get in the system, this and that. Look right here. This is the sell right here. This is how to be done. Turning real world into crypto. Everybody's going to have a digital wallet, digital distribution right here. Now, the poor people can go in and buy 3 cents worth of Porsche, or they got a nickel, they can put 5 cents into Porsche. Now they can feel like they're balling on a budget, right? Everybody's connected. And guess what Larry Fink says? That makes markets run better. Here's what we got to do. Tokenization will update the plumbing of the financial system by making investments easier to issue, trade, and access. Oh, man. Larry is really bringing it today. Hey, Hulk. Thank you for doing this for years. We all appreciate you. Do you think we are in the mark of the beast era? Well, that's more of a religious term, and I'm going to kind of avoid that. It's not really my show. I don't really get into discussing religious kind of beliefs. So, except on Christmas and Easter, that's about it. Thanks to you, I bought a nice bag of pith. Oh, congrats. You got some pith. Very good choice. What am I going to do here? Hold on a minute there, buddy. So that article is done with Larry Fink. I just laid out to you how all this is going down. Larry Fink kind of just told us how it's all going to happen, everybody. Next article I want you to see. And here I want to show you. So Larry Fink told us how it's going to go down. I want to show you an example of that right now. It's already happening, okay? Already happening. Crypto Hulk, this is starting to get very exciting. Yes, it is. Look at this next article right here. The New York Stock Exchange. Everybody, I can't believe it's not butter. The New York Stock Exchange taps Securitize to develop 24/7 tokenized securities platform. Everybody, oh God, the stock exchanges are turning into cryptocurrency. A lot of people are like, well, why are you saying crypto? I thought crypto was bad. Drug dealers and people capturing midgets and selling them on the black market, all that kind of sicko shit. No, see, crypto's going to take over, and those people that don't know are not going to make money at all on this. The New York Stock Exchange has partnered with Securitize, What does Securitize do, Crypto Hulk? I'm brand new. I don't understand. I was just born yesterday. Okay, just what Larry Fink was talking about, taking tokenization is when you take a real world object and put it into crypto form so people can trade it. When you have digital delivery right here, you got to be able to deliver it to wallets and apps and stuff. That's how this is going down right now. The stock market is hooking up with Securitize. What does Securitize do? They tokenize real world objects. Like for Blackrock. Blackrock has a company called Biddle. Let me show you right here. Look at this article right here. Then I'm going to show you what crypto Blackrock is already using, everybody. We have an open show today. I just wanted to let everybody join together at the same time. Look at this right here. Biddle. Building. Now, this is a crypto called Ondo. They have it at Caleb Brown. I encourage you to buy it at Caleb Brown. Ondo is the name of the crypto, building on Biddle. How Ondo, listen to this, how a crypto called Ondo leverages Blackrock. Oh, wow. Blackrock's tokenized treasuries. So what Blackrock does is they have something called United States Treasuries. Blackrock contacted Securitize using Ondo. They convert these treasuries into a crypto form called Biddle. Now, there's also another crypto that helps Ondo, and that crypto's name is Axelar. Oh, my God. That's another crypto you need to buy at Caleb and Brown. Ondo helps work with Axelar to get all this done. Ripple and Axelar partner. Let me do something here real quick. You got Ondo. Let me do a copy paste. I think I might have messed up. I got a little ahead of myself. Okay, right there. There's that. And then the Ripple partnership. That's a third crypto involved in all this mess. Right there. What's the title there? Ripple and Axelar partner to enhance the XRP layer. So what do we know? In the last article, we just heard Blackrock say the solution to saving capitalism is to tokenize and have wallets. We just read where the New York Stock Exchange is going to tokenize everything, and Securitize is working with them. Now, there's a crypto that's going to pop up, Ondo. They're already working with BlackRock. Ondo is going to do this. For Securitize is already working with Ondo. They're already tokenizing for BlackRock. Ondo might just be the crypto that they're going to use to tokenize. Now, Ondo already works with Axelar. That's a crypto number 2 involved in this. But Axelar is also involved with Ripple, who has XRP. That's your third crypto involved in this. Oh, my God. And they're showing you. They're taking, look, everybody, this is going to be so massive. They're taking the whole stock market and putting it on chain. Just thought I'd let you know, right in front of your eyes. You know what the dummies are saying? But these cryptos just don't go up. I'm not buying them. Why do they keep going down? And I'm like, you know what? You buy the price, I'm going to buy the news, okay? Let's see what happens. I focus on fundamental news. I don't give a shit what the price is right now. This is like the most glorious time. I'm showing you how literally the New York Stock, we already talked about the NASDAQ hooking up with that T-Rex thing, like, but you got the NASDAQ going all crypto. We got the New York Stock Exchange going all crypto. Are you seeing a pattern? The equities market, we just read, the equities market in the NASDAQ is going crypto, $172 trillion. The next thing we just need, everybody, is the derivatives market. You know what that is? $3.7 quadrillion. Oh, shit. It's all coming, everybody. Are you ready? You got that Crypto Hulk plan? You better have that Crypto Hulk plan. I'm going to show you how to make a lot. The New York Stock Exchange has partnered with Securitize to bring equities trading onto the blockchain rails through its own tokenized securities platform. Hello. Under the arrangement, Securitize will enable the creation and management of shares of stocks and exchange. Are you seeing what's going on? This is massive right here. We are watching, literally, you're watching the crypto halt. Everybody's worried about the war and all these things. Nobody's even paying attention. The United States just went bankrupt. The news media is not even covering that. You notice how the Treasury comes out with a report just as we're sending bombs to Iran. You ever notice that? Like everyone's looking at all the explosions and shit, and then they quietly release an article that the United States is bankrupt. Nobody sees it. The United States is bankrupt. Nobody sees it. All we're looking at is the ooh, it's like 4th of July. Give these people their circus and bread, right? It's amazing. People just have no idea. And in the midst of all this chaos, you've got the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones and all that shit. They're all hooking up, getting ready to run on crypto. We're seeing it right here. They're tokenizing. They're taking everything from a real world form into a crypto. It's called tokenization, and the world doesn't even know. These brokies, that's why they're brokies, okay? New York Stock Exchange has plans to build a tokenized securities venue, open 24/7. In January, everybody, capable of trading, January, everybody. This whole thing starts in January. At least that's what they're saying here. 9 months from now, just about the time it takes to create a baby, huh? I mean, it's really quick making them, but then you got to wait 9 months for the little bundles of joy to come out. Then we have a new person. You make your debut on the stage. Hey, everybody, I'm a new baby boy. What do I get? The addition of Securitize formalizes a core piece of infrastructure linking the exchange's ambition. The New York Stock Exchange wants to be an established player in the digital asset issuance. Here we go. Who is fighting for crypto? The Democrats want to control it all if they were president. Number two, you got the banks want to control it. Wall Street, we're seeing right here, they want to control it. And now you and me, we want our little slice of heaven, right? So we're the fourth party fighting in this grudge match for crypto. I don't know how it all works out. I know that Hulk, your T-Rex impression was all I needed. Oh my God. Small donation to the Brokies account. Right on. I appreciate that. Totally appreciate it. That's what we got going on. And as far as the Seals Q, I don't know when they said like 6 months ago they're going to Seals Q said they're going to turn out that Seals Q coin or whatever. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Was it like a year ago or 6 months ago the thing was supposed to be out? Look, I don't know. I think, okay, you know what I'm going to guess? Because I've been telling the $500 people this. When we come out with crypto laws, that's when they release this stuff. That's what it is. I think we were already supposed to have crypto laws. I really do. That's why we had that dump in October, because I think January of this year was supposed to be when we had crypto laws passed. That's why that Quake coin for Seals Q, it was supposed to be out like January or something, right? Or even earlier, right? I think they thought the crypto laws would come out. That's why we had this big dump. That's why the Genius Act passed last year in June, right? So everybody thought January is going to be crypto laws. That's why everything dumped before January. But then in January, all the banks and financial institutions come in. As all the brokies run away from crypto, all the banks and institutions come in. Stock markets coming in. Brokies are running. They're running away as fast as they can. Crypto prices are dumping. They run even faster away. But what am I reading here? The stock markets are all tokenizing, getting ready. But brokies, come back. Brokies, come back. I don't think they can hear me. They're running. The prices are so dumping in crypto. They're running away. They're not even buying anymore. They're just scared to death. And then all of a sudden, everything's going to light up, and they're going to be like 20 miles away from crypto. And all the brokies are going to turn around and be like, oh my gosh, what happened? Oh, then they're going to run towards crypto. But by the time they get back, XRP is at $1,000. White Teeth said so. They're going to run back towards crypto. You might have HBAR, $500. Ripple XRP, $1,000. They're going to see all this and be like, oh shit, I got booty raped. And that's when you come up with the I will suck dick for XRP at Costco. You're gonna be that guy on the parking lot on a Saturday with the wife and kids right next to you sitting there saying, man, my dad's such a loser. Or my two dads are such losers, right? So, okay. I think that is it. I'm out of here. I got to go do stuff today. Yep, I got a life. I know, I got a life. But I'll be calling up the $500 people when we're done. We're going to come up with a plan to make you a lot of money this year, and I'll see y'all in the next one.